such solutions. FFX is not such a solution that was developed in a hurry to try and tackle this prevailing fuel hike. No, FFX actually has a 30-year history and has been used by large industrial corporations, okay, mining organizations, construction, manufacturing. And so it was developed for these guys mainly to ensure that their engines are working optimally and to reduce their fuel consumption. Okay, most of these organizations use equipment that are worth millions of dollars, not our cars that are just worth millions of naira, and a lot of people are already concerned. The equipment are worth millions of dollars, and so they cannot afford a breakdown in the equipment. One, because they are so expensive, and of course the maintenance cost is high. But secondly, a breakdown in such equipment will mean lost time in production and loss to the organization. So they add FFX into their fuel to ensure that the engines are working optimally at optimum efficiency, and also because they are large fuel users, it helps to reduce their fuel consumption. For such organizations, ordinary 10% reduction in their fuel consumption means a lot to them. And so that was actually the concept in developing FFX, and that's why it was produced in these large quantities that you can see on the screen. Each of these things is millions of naira, even the smallest pack that you can see there. However, over the years, a lot of research has gone on, and FFX has now been made much more affordable and available in smaller sizes, so that the average person like you and I can now benefit from it. All right. So FFX has extensive documentation. This is not something that is being tested. So I know people will ask, does it work? Has it been tried? Is it safe? And you would usually ask such questions in the first few years that a solution has been in the market. So an example all of us may be familiar with is the COVID-19 vaccine. In 2020, it was, should we take the vaccine? Should we not take the vaccine? People were not sure if 5 years down the line, people will start to grow horns because of the vaccine or this and that. So a lot of people said, I will wait for 10 years and see, or 15 years and see if there are no side effects before I will take. And that's only normal. When something is new, you want to be sure. But FFX is not such a product. For over 30 years, 2.5 billion miles have been tracked. Okay, and so it has been used in vehicles consistently, and 2.5 billion miles have been tracked, and the efficiency has been proven. And it has also been seen that there are no adverse effects to the engine when it is being used inside it. Over 65 million hours of use has also been recorded in different machines. All right, so this is something that is tried, it is tested, and it is effective. And there are testimonies and evidence of results to show for it over the years. The two gentlemen at the bottom of the screen there are the guys who are behind the science of this product, the organometallic chemistry. They won a Nobel Prize in 1973 for their work in organometallic chemistry. And if you're a scientific person, you can go online and check. For years, it has been established that organometallic compounds actually help to improve fuel efficiency in engines and improve performance of engines as well. It's not new, okay? So a lot of us may not know. The only thing was that a lot of them were very expensive, so only large organizations could afford it. That is why it's not something that was in mainstream use. However, thank God it has now been brought to the level where the average person can get access to it. So there's a lot of technical information that is available for the engineers and people like that if you want to get access to it. But we're not going to get into all that technical jargon today. For those who are interested, you can request for it and it will be sent to you. So what are the benefits of using FFX? 4 benefits. Number 1, it prolongs your engine life and reduces wear on your engine. So because of the ingredients inside FFX, they basically clean out your engine, and so your engine begins to run smoother. Almost everybody that uses FFX, they say that they discover that the sound of their engine is less noisy. It's running smoothly, and the movement of the car, they just notice that it is very, it's much more smoother than it used to be. And then it reduces the friction among the moving parts because of the lubricants that are inside FFX as well. And so the engine is lasting you much longer because of the FFX inside it. Then it increases your fuel economy as well. Your engine begins to use less fuel for delivering the same output. So that means if you're going to take a trip of 100 kilometers, for example, and normally, assuming you're going to use, say, 80 liters for that trip, just for example, with FFX, there's improved fuel economy, and so you're not using up to 80 liters for the same distance. What you now see is that you're using maybe 50, 55 liters. And so you're saving yourself fuel, your fuel is lasting you much longer, and you're putting money in your pocket. It's why I tell people that you see, buying FFX is not an expense, it's a savings. People need to see that. People try to think somebody's trying to get money out of me, and sometimes I wish I could open their head and wash out whatever is blocking it so they can see you are not spending money when you use FFX on your engine. You are saving money because every meal of FFX that you use is putting much more into your pocket, because whether you use FFX or not, you will be buying fuel. You will run your generators at home. You would use your cars to go to work, to go to church, to go out and do different things. You've been doing it even as fuel has increased. But with FFX, what now happens is you're still buying that, but now you won't buy it as often as you used to. So it reminds me of a testimony of a man in Ibadan. I think it was just about not up to 2 weeks ago, he shared this testimony. On the 23rd of July, this July that just passed, he was introduced to FFX, and 23rd of July was the first time he used FFX in his car. Now, normally he would buy about 35,000 naira worth of fuel every Sunday. All right. So he goes to drop his child at Quranic school, and on his way, he tops up his car every Sunday, like that. So on that 23rd of July, he topped up his engine with FFX inside this time. And by the following Sunday, 30th of July, what he saw surprised him, because his car was just at half tank a week after. And he was like, okay, I don't need to top up 35,000 naira now. By now, he's expecting it to be going towards empty. But no, it was not. It was half tank. And we were like, thank God, I don't need to spend 35,000 naira today. That's the improvement in fuel economy that we experience when FFX is inside your engine. Then it reduces harmful emissions and pollutants by up to a third. So a lot of all the exhaust that is coming out of the car because of incomplete combustion of your fuel, the FFX helps for more complete combustion, and so there's less pollutants that are coming out of your car. So we are saving the environment at the same time. And then finally, it improves your vehicle performance and your horsepower. What it means is that the engine is working much better than it used to before. And you will see that in your engine the moment you begin to use FFX inside it. Now, what are the ingredients inside FFX that make it work this way? The chief ingredient is the organometallic compound. This acts as a catalyst, okay, that ignites your fuel at a lower temperature. And because of that, it means that the fuel can burn for longer and also have a more complete burn. So it extends the lifespan, and more fuel is being used as against what was happening before. That is why you experience that fuel economy and the reduction in the emissions from your engine. Then we have the lubricants as well that help to reduce friction in the different moving parts of your engine. Then it has detergents. The detergents are responsible for cleaning and maintaining your injectors. We have polymerization retardants inside FFX that helps to reduce any solids that form inside your fuel tank. And then rust and corrosion inhibitors as well. They remove and prevent any rust from developing in your fuel system. Then demulsifiers, which help to separate water from fuel, because water is very harmful to your engine. And then finally, fuel stabilizers. The fuel stabilizer basically helps to keep the fuel from breaking down and deteriorating. So it prolongs the shelf life. For organizations that store large quantities of fuel for long periods of time, this is very important for them because it keeps it from deteriorating. So these are the ingredients that we have inside FFX. All right, it's nothing complex, but you see these ingredients in the way they are, we call it a superfood for your engine. Just the same way your body requires several nutrients, your proteins, your vitamins, your minerals, the carbohydrates, water, and all of that. You see, we call it a balanced diet for the body. When the body has everything it needs in the right proportion, you see that the body is refreshing and it's working properly. It's the same thing FFX does for your engine. FFX is like a superfood, a balanced diet for your engine, giving it everything it needs to work properly. That's why if you love your car, if you love your generator, if you love your tractor, your heavy duty equipment, you would never use them without FFX inside it, because it's providing everything that is required for the engine to work well. And that's why we are so confident to say that FFX is not on the level of any other product. It's not, we're not trying to brag. Just maybe, I'm not sure, it's up to 3 weeks ago, a professor friend of mine in University of Port Harcourt here, he used FFX, all right? I'd introduced it to him, and then one day he said, all right, he's ready. He complained to me that his car was giving him problems, that his car was jerking, and he thinks it's because of bad fuel. I told him, put FFX inside it. This problem will disappear. 100% guarantee it will disappear. He said, am I sure? I said, yes. He said he has used 2 full bottles of injector cleaner inside his tank, but the problem is still there. I said, FFX is not injector cleaner. It's on a whole different level. Before you can get what is inside FFX, you're going to use like 7 different other products together, and you may not even get the same result. So he got 3 sachets of FFX. This was on a Wednesday. He put it in his car. I didn't see him again till Saturday. When I saw him, I said, sir, what was your experience with FFX? This is one product I love, because anytime I ask people their experience, I'm always confident in asking them, because I know FFX delivers every time. And he told me, he said, man, the thing is like magical. All the jerking has stopped. The car is driving smoothly. The problem is gone. I said, amazing. I said, I told you. He said, wow, it's a good product. Now we are discussing on next steps on how we're going to push this to several other organizations through him. So FFX is just amazing. And it can be used in any combustible engine, whether it's a car, it's a generator, it's a tractor, heavy-duty equipment, motorcycle, keke, boats, and even your cooking gas. Yes, cooking gas. In fact, in cooking gas, that's where you see the greatest results. Because in engines, most times you see between 30 to 50% fuel economy. In cooking gas, you usually see over 100%. All right. And I will touch on how to use it in cooking gas before we wrap up. So how do you apply FFX into your engine? Basically, you can put it directly into your fuel tank before you now add your fuel, or you can apply it directly into your storage kegs or your drums or your tank if you have a tank reservoir for your generator. If you're putting it directly into your car, however, ensure that you put the product FFX first before adding your fuel. It's important to do that, because once you put the product in, the fuel you add after would wash down the product into the tank and ensure that it mixes properly in your tank. Okay, so even if you have existing fuel inside your tank and you want to put FFX, add the FFX, but still add a little fuel, even if it's 2 liters, so that it washes it and mixes it properly with the existing fuel. That's the goal, to ensure it properly mixes with the fuel inside the tank so that it can be fully effective. Now, what's the dose in using it? Because FFX is highly concentrated. For a lot of the other injector cleaners and all those things that are all over the market, you see, you have to use the full bottle, okay, to just treat very little amount of fuel, but not with FFX. People look at the product and are like, this small thing. I said, yes, this small thing you're looking at is a powerhouse. So 1 ml of FFX, just 1 ml, treats 10 liters of your fuel, petrol, diesel, or kerosene. That's the regular standard dose. 1 ml, 1 ml treats 10 liters. Okay. Now, for the double dose, 2 ml treats 10 liters. So you just double the dose. Now, why is it important to double dose sometimes? In your car or in your generator, you are required to double dose the first 3 to 5 times when you are using it. For cars, minimum 3 times. For generators, 5 times. You are required to double the dose, meaning you will not use the regular dose the first 3 times or 5 times. No, instead of using 1 ml to 10 liters, those first 3 or 5 times you will use 2 ml to 10 liters. Okay, then after that you revert to the regular dose. This basically ensures that FFX can clean out your engine properly so that it can achieve optimum fuel economy and smooth running. That's what it is there for. Now we have what is called the 7-tank challenge. This is basically to help everyone to manage their expectations, because FFX is not magic. FFX is science, and it works every time for everyone, but different engines will respond at different rates to the product, because the different engines are in different states when FFX meets the engine. All right. Now, if you look at the bottom right of my screen, there are some lines that look like a graph there. The first line, which is the blue line, represents what most people, 70 to 80% of users, will experience. When FFX gets into your engine, you will begin to see an improvement in your fuel economy immediately until it reaches optimum fuel efficiency, and then it levels out. That's what most people will experience. However, for some people, the experience will be what is in the golden line there. When they start to use it, the fuel economy begins to improve, but they may notice a slight drop briefly, and then it will continue to go up. Usually, it's the cleaning process that is going on, or maybe there's a change in load in the car, different things, but it will continue to go up, and then it will reach optimum fuel efficiency eventually. Now, for some others, very few cases, but it does happen, and we have seen it happen with people, okay? They begin to use FFX, and the first time, second time, sometimes even the third time, but rarely, they do not see any improvement in fuel economy immediately. It looks as if nothing is happening. And such people usually get very apprehensive, and they're like, what's going on? You just switched me, you cheated me, you wasted my money. I'm like, no. One thing I've noticed with all of them, even though they're complaining, is 100% of the time, they admit that their engines are running smoother, it's firing very well, but they've not yet seen any improvement in their fuel economy. It happens in some cases. So for such people, this 7-tank challenge is very critical, because they should stick with it. Because if they continue to use it for a few more times, they would then begin to see that the fuel economy begins to improve. It's using less and less fuel until it reaches optimum fuel efficiency, just like every other engine. And finally, in some cases, they may see a slight drop in the fuel economy. It looks as if the car is using more fuel, but then it begins to go up, the fuel economy improves, and it reaches optimum fuel efficiency like every other engine. So it works every time, but take the 7-tank challenge, and 100% of the time, you will definitely see your results, okay? Now, here's a testimonial as I begin to wrap this up, of a Nigerian university, Covenant University to be exact. They decided to try this product, because they were using 3,000 liters of diesel daily, which is a lot. And they decided to give this product a try, okay? And they discovered that using FFX, their daily consumption of diesel reduced to 2,232, meaning they were saving 768 liters every day, which is about 23,000 naira monthly, which is huge. Now, one question people always ask is, okay, how much is the product? The money I'm spending on the product, is it not equivalent to what I'm saving? That way, I'm not really saving anything. But that's not the case, because let's look at this example in front of us, okay? The regular dose required to treat 3,000 liters of diesel is 300 ml. Remember, 1 ml to 10 liters of fuel. So 300 mils, regular dose, double dose 600 mils. 300 mils of the product would have cost them about 125,000 naira. 125,000 naira to treat, okay? Assuming they were doing a double dose, that's 249,000 naira. Now, 23,000 liters of diesel monthly, depending on your price per liter, is anything between 14 to 16 million. 14 to 16 million. If they were using a regular dose, which is what they're supposed to do, they're going to be spending about 4.7 million naira to treat it. They are spending 4.7 million naira, they are saving about 14 point something million naira. Tell me, is that a good deal or is it a fantastic deal? I want your answer in the chat. Is that a good deal or it is a fantastic deal? I want to see your answer in the chat. If you were the owner of that organization, and this deal was given to you and you had this experience, you will be dancing and rolling and doing Thanksgiving everywhere. Okay? So this is what FFX can do for organizations. Imagine the hotels all around the nation. Imagine the churches. Imagine the banks. Imagine the schools, the hospitals, the restaurants, the supermarkets, everywhere that this thing can help. That's why we never get tired of talking about FFX. Now, FFX is available in these two forms in Nigeria. In the sachet form, the foil pack, which is a 10 ml quantity. That quantity, 10 mils, treats 100 liters of fuel at the standard dose and 50 liters of fuel at the double dose. That retails at the moment for 6,000 naira minimum, while the bottle form contains 120 mils of the product. So standard dose, that treats 1,200 liters at standard dose and 600 liters at double dose. Any of them you can get for yourself. Most individuals use the sachet, while organizations usually prefer the bottles because they are large fuel users. Both of them are available for use. Okay, now people will ask, this small sachet, 6,000 naira. Yes. However, the goal of the company is we don't want you buying this thing at 6,000 naira, because remember, we want to help you save as much money as possible. And so if you want to buy one from the person who invited you here, you can get it at 6,000 naira. You want to buy two. But you say, I'm a businessman. I love to save money. I don't want to waste money if I can save it. Okay. So your first trial, most people will say, okay, let me buy one or two out. Three, and I will try and use it a number of times, maybe 3-4 times, and see how it goes. The moment you see the results, it doesn't make sense to be buying at 6,000 naira anymore, because you're going to use fuel from now till December. Throughout 2024, you will use fuel. 2025, 6, 7, 8, till whenever fuel, and I don't see when fuel will even stop being in use. I was just watching a video this evening about they were drilling one of the proponents of the electric vehicles in the United States. And the Senate was telling them that, do you know the power generation requirement for us to actually power electric vehicles over the country? That we don't have the capacity to do that. So you guys are shouting electric vehicle, electric vehicle. The country does not have the capacity to power electric vehicles all over the nation. So imagine America saying that. Then you think Nigeria will anytime soon be able to get there. We will be using petrol, diesel, cooking gas for another 30, 40 years, whether you like it or not. Okay? And this product will be useful, benefiting people and helping them to save money. Now, you can get it much cheaper at wholesale instead of buying it at retail. Okay, that's what I'm driving at. So with a minimum order of 16 sachets, you can start to get it much cheaper than the 6,000 naira per sachet. And you can start getting it about 4,000 naira plus. If you're buying 36 sachets, it comes to about 3,900. You can get the bottles and sachets, different wholesale packs that are available for you to get, so that you're getting it much cheaper the retail price. And it is simple and easy to get it at wholesale. All you are required to do is meet the person who invited you here and ask the person for a link. Through that link, you will be able to create an account with the organization. And once you create an account as a customer or as an affiliate, you have access to buy FFX at wholesale price directly from the company. And so I believe I've done justice to help you see that this product is a product that everybody in Nigeria and in Africa needs right now. It's the product of the moment. Everybody needs it right now. And because everybody needs it, guess what? Anybody that positions himself in this value chain. Because you see, what is happening here is value is being delivered to people. But the company needs people to help them deliver this value to people. Every rich person that I know that has heard of this thing, at least 3 I know of, who have heard about this thing, the first thing they said is, can I be the sole distributor? All the rich people I know, once they see it and they prove it, they say, I want to be the sole distributor, because that's how rich people behave. They want to corner the wealth for themselves so that all the masses are buying from them. And so nobody has an opportunity to actually enjoy the goods. But thank God the company has a different system. And we're going to be introducing that system to you now over the next few minutes. But I'm not the one that is going to do that. I'm going to be handing over to somebody else who is going to show you how you can actually position yourself in this system to make wealth by being a custodian of this mind-blowing solution to people all over Nigeria and in Africa. He's not just telling you what is possible. He's telling you what he has done himself. Because in just a little over, just about 60 days, he himself became a custodian of this solution. And he began to share it with people. And I can tell you that what most people in the corporate world will work 2 years to earn, in less than 60 days, he has already earned it. And you can achieve the same thing as well. So at this point, I'm going to be handing over to Coach Josh, who is going to take it up from here and show you the money. Type in the chat, show me the money, show me the money, show me the money. Type in the chat, show me the money, as we hand over to Coach Josh. Over to you, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Powerful presentation. Powerful presentation. I never get tired of listening or thinking about this opportunity, this product and this business opportunity. So I don't know what you see, guys. I don't know what you see. But when I saw this thing, and you know, I have to give God thanks. I have to give God thanks because it was him that brought the idea. You know, some people are going to hear about this thing in December, but God was good. God was so good to me. And I know it wasn't because of me. It was because it's bigger than me. You know, when I began to look at the impact that this is having in the lives of people, I began to find purpose in this thing. I began to see that because, so I'll give you a quick background. In the month of May, I lost a lot of money, right? I lost a lot of money. Five figures in dollars in the month of May. And before then, if you had come to me about anything that had to do with referral, I may have just ignored it. I may have just ignored it because of, the kind of money I was making on a weekly basis. But in the month of May, I had a very traumatic experience. Very traumatic. In fact, I almost had a heart attack. And then a few days later, I just began to thank God. At first I was almost entering depression and, but, God held me up. God held me up. God held me up. And I just began to give him thanks. I began to speak. I began to tell the devil that you are a fool for this thing you have done, that you will regret making me lose this kind of money. I didn't know what was coming. I had no idea what was coming. I'm just telling you the fact of how this thing came about. And I just became like a madman. My kids were looking at me, walking up and down the house, talking, that I will make 10 times more. For me to have lost this money, I will make 10 times more. The Lord is my shepherd. I'm not lack for money. I don't lack for opportunity. I had no idea subsidy would be. I never believed subsidy would be removed. Somebody had shared, in the month of February or March, somebody from the US reached out to me about a product that will help Nigerians save money on fuel ahead of subsidy, but I didn't believe there was going to be any subsidy removal. I ignored it. Then I lost all this money in May. May 29, they removed subsidy. May 31, the price of fuel goes above 500. I'm sitting in the office and it comes back to my mind. Somebody reached out to you about this thing. I sent the woman a message, Ma, I changed my phone, send me everything on this product. I think this is the time for it. And she sent it. And I began to study. My business partner and I, we began to look at the thing and we said, this thing will fly. Because this thing works. It's not a new product. I knew people. So I don't know if Caleb mentioned it during the presentation. I knew people that did this business in 2013. I know a gentleman who at the age of 30, because of this product, built 2 houses in 6 months. He made crazy money. Petrol was 80 naira at that time. There was no office in Nigeria. They were going to get it from Ghana. I said, this thing will do even much more now. And I began to reach out to people. I forced some people, I said, create your account. I said, just create, it is free. Create your account now. Don't ask me any question. Just create your account. If you don't create it, you will regret it. I knew where this thing was going to go. I knew where it was going to go. And we haven't even scratched the surface. The first billionaire in history in the US did it through oil and gas. I knew the power of this sector is oil and gas. It's not supplements. It's not, you know, there are some things you sell that are niche products. This one is not a respecter of anybody. Both the rich and the poor, they are using petrol, they are using diesel. They are all affected alike. So I knew where this was going to go. And we started with a simple message to people on, you know, my contact list, people, and it began me, look at what God is doing. If you see the results, you know, this is impacting people, yes, to help them save money, but the financial rewards, if you are still here because you want to know how this can help you make money. So let's talk money. Look at the potential in the Nigerian market. And there are people on this call who are not in Nigeria. We're working towards opening Cameroon, opening other African countries. But just look at the Nigerian market alone. We consume 40 million liters of petrol every day. More than 40% of Nigerian households use a generator. How many businesses do you think use a generator in Nigeria? By your own estimation, because I've not been able to get those figures yet. But by your own estimation, how many businesses in Nigeria do you think use a generator? Let's face it, if we'll be honest, it will be anywhere from 90% to maybe 95% because there's no light, right? So how much FFX do Nigerians need? Let's assume we can get every Nigerian to hear about this product. Based on the daily demand, okay, of 40 million liters, you know, for the standard dose is 1 ml will treat 10 liters. So it's ratio 1 to 10. Ratio 1 to 10. So for the 40 million liters being consumed by Nigerians daily, Nigerians need 4 million meals of FFX. 4 million meals of FFX. That's daily. Monthly is 120 million meals. I'm talking about petrol. I'm not talking about diesel. I've not even counted kerosene. We haven't touched the gas market. Just petrol, PMS. If you are looking at the total market potential, let's assume we are able to reach everybody spending money on petrol. To say this will extend your fuel and help your engines. That means we stand to make 42 billion in a month. At the diesel market, that is 4 billion. Ignore gas, ignore kerosene. Let's say that they are minute markets, and they are not. And this is just Nigeria. I understood market share. I said this thing is about market share. If we can take half of the market, just PMS alone. If we take PMS per month, and we're going to work. And that's what we are trying to do. And because the market is so big, we have to collaborate. We have to collaborate with other people. How many people, how many schools can I reach? How many hotels we are inviting you on? This person can take the market. If I was a Dangote, I would taking to get right. We have in the same value chain to now service everybody that is using petrol, using diesel, and using cooking gas, kerosene. So between now and December, we want to do 10 billion minimum. In fact, I think we are thinking small. From the things I have been hearing and the things I have been, what my mentors are telling me, this 10 billion, I think we are thinking small. I think we're thinking small. There are 3 powerful models that you can decide to embrace once you're an affiliate. These 3 options are available for you. Some people want to do one, but some of us are doing all. Some people just understand buying and selling, retailing. So you buy the product wholesale. Once you create your free account as an affiliate, you are now entitled to buy the product at wholesale. So you are buying from 16 sachets and above, it's wholesale. It's coming to you like 3.9, approximately 4K when you add your transport and all, like 4K per sachet. You're selling at 6K, you're making 2,000 naira profit. On 8,000 naira times 100 is 2 months. That's 200,000. If you're selling 1,000 pieces in a month, that's 2 million. There are people who are already poised to do this and even much more. So you can just do buying and selling. But that's not where the money is. That's not where the money is. What we saw was an opportunity to take market share the same way the wealthy do. Somebody type into the comments VVF. VVF. Type it. VVF. This was something that a mentor taught me years ago. He said, if you observe the wealthy, they follow this formula, VVF, value, volume, frequency. A mentor told me this thing sometime in 2012. He said VVF, and the illustration he used at that time was complete sports. He used complete sports, he used Indomie, he used Coca-Cola. He said VVF stands for value, volume, and frequency. He said if you want to create wealth, find something of value that people are willing to exchange money for. Value. He said make sure that value that you now bring into the marketplace, you can bring volume around it. Volume. So complete sports at the time, this was 2012. I was never a sports person, but yeah, assume maybe I was, and he used that to explain it to. Complete sports sells for 15. Will buy complete sports every. Okay, so 10,000 is the volume. The frequency is every day, every day, every day. It says that's how you build wealth. It says the people who are selling you a SIM card, they're offering you continuous purchase. Value, volume, frequency. What we are trying to do here is to build a system where we are able to capture value. That's market share. Do it at scale, volume, build volume around this product. And then because people are going to buy petrol, diesel every day, they're going to be purchasing frequently, they're going to be using the product frequently, you can enjoy a passive and a residual income. The second earning model here is connecting customers. With your link as an affiliate, you can now begin to sign up hospitals, hotels, restaurants, churches, schools, barbing salons. The list is endless. Just go out. They are everywhere. Everywhere. Transportation companies, they are everywhere. So anyone who uses your link to create an account, they are now part of your market share. Forever and ever, as long as they make a purchase, you are going to get paid a commission. The person that signed up Covenant and Landmark, we call him Elder. The RAV4 he currently drives, he bought it when they made a purchase. So they normally buy like 12 gallons. Whenever they buy, in fact, whenever they buy, we have something called the leaderboard. He's always at the top of the leaderboard. In fact, I don't even know if he has any other customers. I don't know. But if you go and check, guys, for those of you who are members, go and check the month of June. Go and check the leaderboard. You'll see Gito Ventures. That's Elder's account. He was at the top of the leaderboard. Whenever they buy, you see him, he will top the leaderboard. Then go and check the leaderboard for December 2022. You will see Gito Ventures again. He was the one that topped the leaderboard. Whenever Covenant and Landmark buy, he will top the leaderboard. The one they bought in June made over 2 million. The one they bought in December made over 2 million. This is somebody in his 70s, retired. Now, you and I are not retired. Well, sorry, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm sure some of you are retired. But I'm just vibrating as if all of you are young like that. But really, what's your goal? What's your dream? What's your goal? What's your dream? Somebody said your speed in life is determined by what is chasing you. If nothing is chasing you, it's easy to overlook this opportunity. But the people who this is for, you are here and you know yourselves. So imagine that you have 10 organizations like Elder has that are buying in volume. That's 24 million a year. That's good money. By any standard, it's good money. Now, the biggest model is actually team building, because what Elder has achieved is laudable, but he won't enjoy the big money. And let me show you what is possible. And team building is where leverage comes in. You see, if by yourself, you are able to get, let's say, 2 companies on board. And look, don't kid you. Don't kid yourself, and we will also not kid you. Except you are a person of influence already and a person of affluence. It is not an organization, because, I mean, if it's a one-man business, right, and you have connections, you can do that. But for multinationals, for huge organizations, there's a testing process. Before Covenant came on board, their petrochemical department ran tests on the product. They used the generator behind the student chapel. That's where they ran the test. Because Bishop is a cerebral person. You can't just go and see one product to do. You know what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is that to get huge organizations on board, except you're already a person of influence, there's some bureaucracy that's going to be involved. So let's assume, and that's why, again, I tell people, we are going after the companies, but don't spend all your time chasing the companies if you are not yet a somebody. If you're not a top dog in society, okay? What we are going to do, and this is what Elder who got, he said, the strategy is go for the individuals, go for the decision makers, get them to use it themselves at home on their private vehicles. When they see the result, they will instruct their organizations. But if you just walk into a hotel and say, we have something to save you money, those people you are talking to, maybe not them, they thief the diesel with their company they use. We have seen it happen again and again, where they will badmouth your product because they are stealing. Even in my organization, the first time we used it, I noticed that, our agenda was doing 9 hours, did 17 hours plus. Later, I kept tracking. It was not doing 17 hours again, 12 hours. In fact, there was a time it did 9 hours. How can fuel go from 17 hours to 9? They are stealing it. Do you understand? So what I told me, he said, your strategy, he said, go after decision makers. Okay? Get them to use the product and experience it. They will instruct the organizations to do to use the product. Now, so imagine big organizations. You can get smaller ones, right? But big organizations, you can get 2 big organizations per month. In a year, you will get 12. Praise God. You may make good money doing that. However, if you are able to share this business opportunity with 10 other people like you, if in a year you can get 12, and your 10 other people can also get 12, you will have 120 from your other team members, plus your own 12. Now you are getting paid on 132 businesses as against just your own effort. It was J. Paul Getty who said, I would rather earn on the efforts of 100 men. I'll rather earn 1% on the efforts of 100 men than my own 100% efforts. I hope I'm making sense. So 2 ways to get on board as an affiliate. You're either buying a builder pack or you are buying an executive pack. The executive pack will pay you more for the same work. How many of you want to make more money for the same effort? You want to make more money for the same effort, go for the executive pack. Let me give you a few examples. Okay? For the builder pack, look where you have customer acquisition bonus. Customer acquisition bonus, it says 30%. So when customers are people that are buying wholesale, but they are not doing business. So a hospital, a hotel, for example. If you get on board a customer, they buy, let's say they buy an executive pack. If you are a builder, when the system wants to calculate your commission, to look at this one is a builder, we're paying him, his commission will be 30%. If you're an executive, the system will look at, okay, this is an executive, we're going to pay him 50%. Same work. You brought in an organization, they purchased the product, same work, was looking at your level. This is the builder, is taking 30%, executive 50%. What do you prefer, 30% or 50% for the work that has already been done? Of course, well, we want to make more for our efforts. Okay. The next one that you should look at is the jumpstart. Builders will jumpstart is the referral bonus for when you bring on board business partners. Builders will only get paid for the people that they themselves connect to this opportunity. So your level 1 alone, 30%. Executives will get paid 50% for every business partner that they bring on board. But they will also get paid on level 2. That's if you bring in 5 business partners, you will get paid for what they, for their purchase. But if not your 5, for example, let's say they also bring 5, that's 25 on your level 2, you will get 10%. If those ones also introduce level 3, level 4, so what do you prefer, to earn only on your own sweat, level 1, only level 1, pay me only for what I do, just pay me only for what I do, that's all I want, don't pay me for what other people are doing. I've never met the person that will say, I don't need more money. Even Dangote still dey find money. Look wetin Burna Boy sing. Dangote still dey find money. Who I be? Who I be? Who I be? Well, I'm not going to say. Anyway, so just to talk in dollar terms, let's quickly look at an example for the customer acquisition and the jumpstart. That's the referral bonus. Customer acquisition is referral bonus for customers when customers buy. Jumpstart is referral bonus when business partners come on board and when they buy. So let's say they buy an executive pack. I'm using this for illustration. They buy an executive pack. If you are unranked means you are yet to buy anything. Do you know you will still get paid? You created your free account. You didn't buy anything, but you use your own link to start sharing with people. They bought an executive pack. Do you know you will still get paid $18? That's about 16,000 naira. Who does that? You bought nothing, but you shared, and you are still getting paid. Now imagine you share with 10 people. You get paid 16K in 10 places, 160K. So that you don't have money is only if you are lazy. It's only if you are lazy. There was somebody in my team when I joined in the month of June. He's a student, School of Nursing. And he said, Josh, please help me. This thing is good. Please help me. I don't want to miss out on this thing. Please register me. I said, this product is good enough. I don't even have money to register you. I said, start talking about the product. Anything you see me post, you to post it. If I post on my status, you to post on my status. That this product is so good, but it cannot talk. The product not get mouth. You be the mouthpiece of the product. Be caring enough to let people know, this thing is available. The guy took my advice, thankfully. He took my advice and began sharing with people. Do you know that before the end of June, this student, this person in School of Nursing, before the end of June, had made about $400. As at the end of July, this person had made over $1,500. Do you hear what I just said? $1,500. Didn't have money when they started. So again, it is really about your goals. What is chasing you? The proof of your desire is in the way you pursue it. So let's come back. If you are a builder, you will earn $21.4. But if you're an executive, for the same activity, somebody placed an executive order. You are an executive too. The system is paying you $36. That's about 31,000 naira today. We are paid in dollars. As dollar is going up, our commission is going up. As dollar is going up, your commission is going up in value. It's a beautiful thing, friends. It's a beautiful thing. So, but beyond just your own $36 for your own efforts, if anybody on your second level joins as an executive, you get 7.2. Third level, 5.6. Fourth level, 3.6. It's amazing. So I've already explained the first two in a nutshell. Customer acquisition and jumpstart. Those are referral bonuses for customers and for business partners. Now, let's look at the rank bonus. Every purchase has what we call points attached to it. So an executive order carries 9. Invite one person, he buys an executive pack, 90 points is counted for you. So now, if there are 10 executive packs underneath you, whether you are the one that invited or the person that invited, all the points under you are counting. The moment your points add up to 1,000, so imagine 10 people buy executive pack, that's 900 points. 90 times 10, 900. If 12 only just buy just 12, just count it with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then count 2 toes. 1, 2. 12 people buy executive pack. You now have 1,080 points. You are now on 1K rank. For hitting 1K in a calendar month, they will pay you $100 bonus. If your point adds up to 5K, they pay you $500. If it adds up to 10K, they pay you 1,000. If it adds up to 25K, 25. All the way to master, where it's 500K. The sweetest part is anyone you do in the same month, they'll pay you all the bonuses combined. So if you come on board and in this August, you go for 10K, which you can do. You can do because there are people that have done it, that in 3 weeks they hit 10K. If you do it, 10K, they are going to pay you 1K bonus, 500 bonus, 100, that's 1,600 just for rank bonus alone. They're going to pay to you. It's amazing. Just imagine that at the end of August, you are getting an extra $1,600. $1,600 is what? $1,600 is somewhere like around 1.3, 1.4 million. What will you do with an extra 1.4 million right now? Right now. I don't know what your current situation is, but do you have some upcoming projects? Do you have some debts? Do you have some bills? Do you have some dreams, building projects, something you want to do for your wife, for your parents, or even if it's just to have an emergency fund? A friend of mine was telling me yesterday about how his wife had an ectopic pregnancy and they had to rush her into surgery immediately. And he spent close to ₦1 million, but he had to pay that money immediately. You know, some people don't have ₦1 million in savings. Some people don't have any emergency fund. So look, when we're talking about money, we don't worship money. Money is our slave. And for me, the goal of this business for me is to build an army of people that are going to together, we will break the back of poverty. We don't run from poverty. We break his back, that it will never show up again in our lineage. That's the goal with this thing. That's the goal with this oil and gas business. The binary commission works in a similar fashion. It is the points that determine your binary commission. So as you are enrolling people, you can place them on one side, on your left or on your right. When they also introduce their people, the same thing will apply. They will place them on their left or on their right. So you will have two sides. At the end of the month, the system is going to calculate all the points on both sides and will look for the smaller side and pay you a percentage of the smaller side. So if you are a builder, you'll be paid 10% of the smaller side. If you're executive, you'll be paid 15% of the smaller side. One of my guys in Lagos, I was encouraging him at the end of last month, July, that he didn't, I was just encouraging him because, some of us have been able to move really fast and he was at 5K. So I was encouraging, don't worry, just keep at it. You're going to, just keep at it. And when he told me his binary commission was around $2,000. I said, this guy doesn't need encouragement. Okay, you are fine. $2,000, you don't get problem. You are fine. I mean, don't you agree? Somebody who's making $2,000, does he still need encouragement? A single person, not married, doesn't need encouragement. It's fine. In today's economy, it's fine. And that was just his binary commission alone. He ended up making about 3 million naira plus last month, right? Check matching, the way check matching works, this system is powerful, but don't try and understand it first. Come and earn the money. Don't waste your time trying to understand every single detail. When I joined, I watched the CEO explain this thing. I watched the video 10 times. I still didn't get it. So don't just come on board and begin to build. Learn the basics and start to build. As you are earning the income, it will be unfolding to you. There are some things we didn't know until we started earning them. Like, for example, when I hit 5K, this executive that I said 1, 2, 3, 4, you can actually earn referral bonus up to infinity. I didn't know that. Well, as I started growing up in the ranks, I started earning on my 5th level, 6th level. And who are these people? 7th level. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't even try and be a professor of the comp plan. Be a professor of money, of making money. Learn, make money. Share, make impact. Let people know. Share the information. Let people come on board. Check matching, the way it works is for everyone that you personally enroll, those are your first level, right? Those that enroll, 2nd level, 3rd level, whatever they make in binary, you will also be paid a matching commission. So if all your guys on your first level, for example, earn $1,000, you'll be paid 30% or whatever they earn on the first level, depending on your rank. So your rank will determine how many levels you will earn check matching. So first level is 30% of whatever they make. Second level, I think, is 10%, 5. I don't even know. I just know I'm earning it. I earn it every month. I don't know. But there's a document that you can refer to. There's a PDF that explains all these things in great detail. I'm not a professor of the comp plan. The global pool bonus, okay, as I explained that one, I understand that one very well. Every 4 people that you bring on board, for every 4, whether you are new, whether you are old, every 4 you bring on board in a month, you will earn 1 share. 1 share is usually between $45 to $50. So you bring in 4 people in a month. You've already been paid your referral bonus. You've already been paid that one. But because it now adds up to 1, 2, 3, 4, they will now pay you 1 share, $45 to $50. If you do 8 in a month, they'll pay you 2 shares. If you do 12, they'll pay you 3 shares. And there's no limits to how many shares you can earn. This is part of their monthly business volume. Other companies, go and find out. Other companies pay you out of their global pool when you have already reached up. Not my daily choice. The monthly rank bonus, another powerful one. The way it works, after you hit your rank the first month, they pay you all those bonuses. But the second month, for maintaining the rank, they are paying you salary. Every month you maintain your rank, you are getting the salary. For 1K, it's $50. 5K, $5K, $150. 10K, $250. 25K, $500. See the shock that happened to me. When I see when you are earning this thing, it will just be amazing. So last month I hit 25K, and they were going to pay me $2,500 for 25K. But you know that because my last rank was 10K, they still paid me $250. I was shocked. I never expected it. I was not expecting it, but I was grateful. And when you are, and there's nothing special about me. When you get there too, you are also going to get it. You are going to get it. I want you to type it in the comment. Those of you that believe you will get it, type it in the chat. I will get it. I will partake. I will partake. I know what I'm saying. Every day you must be speaking into our worlds are created with our words. So you must be speaking. I'm telling you how I did it. Most of you, I'm not a networker. I didn't come here with a previous team. God simply led me to great people. J Mama, Kunle, Rufus. God just led me to great people. So you must be speaking into your future every day. Every day, successful, great leaders are constantly looking for me to join my business. As my team members go out to interface with the world, people are moved to work with them. They are meeting with favor at every turn. You are speaking what you want over your business. You are speaking over your leaders. You are speaking over the company. It will work for you. But if all you are doing is complaining, this Nigeria said, hey, this one, that one, it will not work. It will not work. So you must be speaking. You will not be a spectator. You will be a partaker. When this oil and gas business came in 2023, you were among those that maximized it to make your millions. You were among those that changed your story. You were among those that moved to the next level. You will be speaking it, and you must be seeing it in your mind's eye. You must be seeing it in your mind's eye, and you are giving God praise in advance for what you have seen. It's going to work for you. The last but not the least, customer mastery bonus. Customer mastery bonus. This one, you get a commission for all the customers in your team, whatever they buy. So if their total purchase, if the points add up to $5,000, $250 is what you are getting. If it adds up to $10,000, you are getting $500. If it's $25,000, you are getting $1,000. Up to $1 million, you are getting $20,000. So in a nutshell, this is how the payout works. So get on board, create your account, and decide what you want to do. Do you want to go fast or you want to go slow? I can tell you it's better and it's easier to go fast in this business than to go slow. If you go slow, you will get frustrated, you will quit. It's better to go fast. So go 1K your first month, go 5K or go 10K. This is all that is required to hit those ranks. 12 executive orders, you are 1K. 56, you are 5K. 112, you are 10K. If you want to know how to do it, get on board and reach out to a team leader to find out what do I need to do? What do I need to do? If you seriously want to do it, ask your team leader to connect you with me. And me, I'll tell you what I did. Your team leader can tell you what to do. But, we can't start talking about that now because of time. So you have a choice to make. You may be born looking like your parents, but you will die looking like your choices. You will die looking like your choices. And this is what I want to show you. Okay, where we are right now. Okay, this is also very new, and this is the market share cycle versus the business adoption cycle. Okay, in business, you have the innovators, you have the early adopters. So the blue line represents, all these people I just mentioned. But the stage, we're about to meet early adopters. And I'm going to show you why I know we're crossing into the stage of early adopters. I'm going to show you in the next slide. Okay, but you have a decision. Now, it is hardest to build at the innovator stage. Let's make no doubt about that. Okay, in the month of June, when we came on board with force. Products finished in the office because the US was not expecting this kind of volume. But now they have, they've seen what's happening already. They've upped their manufacturing. Many things are being done to ensure that the African market is giving everything that it needs. So it's hardest to build at this stage. But look at the market share curve. If you are joining now, look at all the market share that you have to ride, to take advantage of. If you decide to wait till December, by December, we don't cash out. By December, we've already taken half of the market. That I can guarantee you. Look at where the late majority starts to come, the point of late 6 to 12 months, because of the pressing dollar, the hardship in economy. So it's not because we are good at presenting or we are extraordinary. No, it's just that this product, it came for this time. So you can either be an innovator or catch yourself being one of the early adopters. Otherwise, you are going to lose market share. We will take the market, but we want you to take it with us. Now, in just 60 days, this is why I'm telling you that we are moving now into the stage of early adopters, but we're at the cusp of innovators to early adoption. Okay, in less than 60 days, we have over 30 people that have crossed the 1K rank. Over 30 people that have crossed. This is not everything. There are some people who don't even want their pictures to be put up here. Okay, we've got, okay, this is just 25K, but last month we had about 6 or 7 people that hit 5K in our team. Okay, and there's 2 of us that hit 25K. There's 2 of us that hit 25K, but we haven't started. It's oil and gas. This is not a thing that you talk too much. It's not a thing that you talk too much. Just create your account. If you know that additional income will be priority to you, just create your account and let's begin to take the market together. So I want to thank you for being with us this evening. This presentation happens twice a day now. Before we're doing it every day, but now it's going to be twice a day, 12 noon and 8 p.m. Why are we doing it like this? Because we want to make sure everybody connected to us has the opportunity to bring their people, bring their guests to grow their business path. We want to grow the biggest organization in Africa. That in 12 months, we have crossed 1 million people. We want to help you do that. So tomorrow, 12 noon, tomorrow again, 8 p.m. Don't attend the noon. Bring people to come and look at this information. Just be caring enough for people. Guys, come and check something out. Come and check. You don't have to do it to, but man, people are cashing out from this subsidy where they don't remove. People are crying about subsidy, but some people are cashing out because they have a solution. They have value they are adding to people. Come and check this thing out. And you'll be amazed at what begins to happen as your business starts to grow. So our office, that's our office address in Lagos. So if you're ready to get on board, just create your account. Get back whoever invited you, create your account. If you want to go 10K, I would love to speak with you this evening. So whoever got you on board, get them to connect through your offline leadership. Let's talk about how you can go 10K if you want to do it this month. Thank you very much for being on the call. The slides are available. The slides are available in our members group. So again, connect through your team leadership and you have them available. It's also on the Telegram channel, although I think I need to update the one there because it's the old price in Naira. The Naira value has changed, but there's one on the Telegram channel as well. So thank you very much for being on the call with us. We have exceeded quite a bit, but I believe you've seen enough to make an informed decision. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. I commend you to God and to the word of His grace. Just before we go, I want J Mama to just say a quick one if she's here, if she's available. J Mama, if you are available, she was the person who helped me to, because she had experience with this product. I knew they made it, so I called her and asked her about it. And when she told me, I said, let's go. J Mama, are you on the call with us, man?
I'm here. Good
Awesome,
evening, Coach.
Yes,
well done, well done. Good evening, Caleb. Good evening, everybody. That was an awesome presentation. I enjoyed the product presentation. Amazing comp plan breakdown also. Thank you so much, both of you, for powering this tonight. And I want to say good evening to all of you, and congratulations that you're seeing this now. Congratulations, because when I first saw this product in 2012, I was not part of the first set of people who saw it. I did not have the kind of passion I have for it now. But even in the midst of all of that, I made some good money. So what are we saying? We have a very potent product. We have a very rich product. We have a product that sells itself, but needs you to just announce it. That's the work we are doing. We are announcing this product. This is a product that has been tested, trusted, proven. This is not a product on trial. As at the time I met it, it had about 30 years success record. And that was way back 2012. I usually share it on calls like this. When I used it, my own gain was not just in fuel savings. For a whole year, I did not service my car. I was then using a Volkswagen in 2009. I did not service my car for a whole year. And that car was given to me by my last employer. Back then, they were servicing it for about 30-something thousand. Imagine how much I saved. And I could track that saving because I just left paid employment. There was no regular salary anymore. So I knew I wasn't going to have that kind of money to put into it. So when I saw this product, I knew I had to latch on it to help me, cross through that transition period. And it just fits. It fitted very well. Now, when Coach called me about this, I just told him, look, this is a good to go. Let's get started. And that was actually what happened. So it's the same thing I'm going to tell everyone on this call tonight that hasn't plugged in. Get back to the person who invited you and get started. Lives are being transformed. We started this journey mid-June in my team. We have over 600 people now pushing powerfully, touching some, 5, 6 figures, 7 figures for the first time in so many years. And this is just 2 months, basically, not even up to 2 months for some people. So this is the power of this product. Every single person I've told about this opportunity has either bought the product to use and become my customer, or signed up with me as an affiliate, or is warming up to do either of the two. So tonight is a night of decision for you. Take that stand to change your story for good. I picked something from what Coach said. You see, every conversation people are having results in 2 things. Number 1, pain for some people and gain for others. Everyone is talking about the fuel subsidy removal, the hike in fuel prices and all that. So the question you need to answer tonight is, will this be a pain point for you, or will it result in gain for you? And how can it result in gain for you? By being a solution provider, by being the value bearer. I tell people that every time, not sometimes, every time you bring value to the marketplace, you get value back. Imagine some companies that would have gone under if not for this kind of products, because they cannot keep up with the expenses anymore, the energy cost and all of that. By the time some of us give them this solution, they will remain in business, we will profit from their business, and they will also profit and create opportunities for other people. So tonight, if you are saying yes to this and getting started, you are not doing it for yourself alone. You are opening a door of freedom to so many people connected with you and that will connect with you. So if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for others that will be connected with you and be that light bearer. So I want to stop here tonight and encourage you all to get back to the person who invited you and get started, because this is a gold mine. You don't want to miss it. Thank you very much. And back to you, Coach. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you guys have heard it all. You've heard it all. You've got a decision to make the right one. We'll see you at the top. God bless you. Bye-bye.